The Avengers, Earth's mightiest heroes, have made many enemies in the time they've been reformed. Captain America, Blue Marvel, Demolition Man, Red She-Hulk, and Sandman work together in Avengers Mansion where they attempt to work together and be worthy of that name. One day, they get a distress call from S.H.I.E.L.D. saying that Lady Sif has been injured and she will need immediate medical attention. The team wonders why they've been alerted to this, and S.H.I.E.L.D. Director Coulson explains that Crossfire is responsible for this. Ricky Barnes, aka Captain America, questions this as she knows that Crossfire is in prison. Coulson confirms that a number of prisoners have escaped, including enemies that some of the Avengers fought before joining the team. Demolition Man says that they will handle looking for the prisoners. They just needed to know who escaped. Elsewhere, in an underground warehouse, we see Crossfire upset that he wasn't able to get the final kill on Seth, but the power broker tells him not to worry as it was a part of the plan. Crossfire is confused as he sees other people in the warehouse. He sees Vincent Stegron and the Plunderer as they all question why they've been summoned here. Suddenly, a voice is heard as Amora the Enchantress and a child by the name of Gunna, also known as Troll, walk out of the darkness. The group is confused as Enchantress explains that each of them have at one point been taken down by a certain Avenger, and she chose them to take them all out. The group look hesitant, however, Enchantress promises them their deepest desires if they kill the Avengers. The villains then agree. Back in Avengers Mansion, we see a Quinjet arrive and Stingray walks in with Lady Sif as the team asks how an Asgardian was able to be taken down by a bullet. Betty Ross examines the bullet had magical properties lethal to Asgardians. Stingray explains that he and Sif went to Coney Island to check on a possible location of the Enchantress. However, it was an ambush as Enchantress and Troll took them by surprise, and Crossfire from a distance was able to shoot Sif, knocking her into a coma. Sandman questions how they can help her, and Stingray advises Blue Marvel to blast her with one of his antimatter blasts. Adam is hesitant, but then does the task and saves Sif's life. Hours later, the Avengers try to locate Enchantress, but slowly through the night, Blue Marvel, Stingray, Red She-Hulk, Sandman, and Demolition Man are taken out by the Masters of Evil. The Masters make an assault on Avengers Mansion, with Captain America being the only one who hasn't been taken down yet. She holds her own against Power Brokers Jones, along with doing some heavy damage to Plunderer's weapons. She also gets taken down. The Avengers are captured in their own home as the Masters look at them with triumph in their faces. However, they forget one more person. In the time the Masters were capturing the Avengers, Lady Sif was able to recover from her injuries and gets into battle with Troll. She attempts to plead with Troll, but Troll doesn't want to listen as she wants to kill Sif and Odin for aligning themselves with the Corbinites, which led to the death of her parents. Sif is able to subdue Troll and asks her if she really thinks Enchantress cares about her. Sif gets into a fight with the Enchantress, which allows the other Avengers to break free of captivity. This leads to a final battle that has Blue Marvel and Sif facing off against the Enchantress, Red She-Hulk and Demolition Man facing off against Stegron, Sandman and Captain America against the Power Broker and Crossfire, and Stingray having a rematch with Plunderer. The fight takes a heavy toll on the mansion as Enchantress is able to hold her own against Blue Marvel as Troll re-enters the battle and faces off against Sif. The other heroes take down their foes relatively quickly, with Stegron being depowered, Power Broker being accidentally killed, and Crossfire losing his mechanical parts, and Plunderer surrendering when he realizes he is surrounded. The Avengers come together to take down Enchantress, but are able to hold her off until Sif attempts one last ditch effort to get through to Troll, as she spares her life. Enchantress is able to hold her own against all 7 of the Avengers, and is about to deliver a fatal blow to Sif when her arms are cut off by Troll's axe. She screams in pain as Troll chops off the Enchantress's head. Hours later, S.H.I.E.L.D. arrives to arrest Stegron, Power Broker, Crossfire, Plunderer, and Troll as she goes willingly. The Avengers look at their home and they begin to rebuild as Stingray goes back to work for S.H.I.E.L.D., Sif returns to Asgard, and Sandman believes that it is time for him to retire, so he leaves the team to be with his daughter. The remaining Avengers, Captain America, Demolition Man, Blue Marvel, and Red She-Hulk, continue to clean up their home throughout the night. Sometime later, Director Coulson has a discussion with Franklin Richards, and he warns him that the fate of the planet will be at risk, and they will need all the heroes that they need, because a contest is arriving. that will leave the fate of Earth in the balance.